Hi, today we're at the Dallas International Shorts Film Festival in Dallas at the Angelica Theater and Cafe. Wow, this is so amazing, and I'm so excited about all the different categories. The one thing that comes to mind that I'm so happy about is the high school category. Some great students from high schools that are empowered to make their short films, even though they haven't been through a film program before. It's so amazing, as well as all of the other categories that we will soon see. So stay tuned and come on, let's have some fun at the Dallas International Shorts Film Festival. Come on.
This is Isaiah Brown.
This is Chance Womack.
And we made A Matter of Perspective. No, we go to Central High School, but we're in Keller ISD.
Voice out there.
Well, it's great that we have people that are getting our voices out there, you know. I'm fantastic that we have an opportunity like this, you know, like DIFF and, you know, all the press crews here. It's just, yeah, it's great. This is Isaiah Brown.
This is Chance Womack.
And we made A Matter of Perspective.
All right. My name is Joshua Slate. I'm the creator of House of Hobbies.
David Frost, and I helped him out to create House of Hobbies.
I need to make a horror film. So I made a horror film about all my different hobbies that I have, and that's where all my inspiration came from. No. I was 12 years old when I made the movie last year. I'm 13 right now.
I mean, 3 or 4 weeks ago, you were filming again.
Oh yeah, 3 or 4 weeks ago I was helping my dad out in Hawaii, and we were filming surfers for a new brand called Castaway that's coming out. I think I'm gonna do a lot more in film, whether that be like commercials or movies or whatever. I want to just explore it all. I mean, if you have a dream and passion, you should go forward, try to pursue it. That's how you live a happy life.
Well, Messiah and Chance, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Welcome
great.
to the Short Film Festival here in Dallas. Can you tell us about your project, about your process? Where did you come up with the idea for your project?
Well, the idea went through a lot of transformation. There were a bunch of different concepts for this movie. The beginning script was a lot different than the end one, but yeah, it's really a process, you know. It changed a lot over writing, shooting, editing. You know, this man had to kind of completely save the project because we had a lot of issues
With the audio.
with the audio and stuff. Yeah, but at the end, I'm very happy with it. I think it was pretty close to the original vision.
So, can you give us your full name, the name of your group, and the name of your project while looking into the camera?
Okay.
This is Isaiah Brown,
This is Chance Womack.
and we made A Matter of Perspective.
Great. Okay, so did you have any kind of formal film production, schooling, or education?
KCAL, Keller Center for Advanced Learning.
Yeah,
Our home campus is Central High School.
Did you say Keller?
Keller, yeah.
Keller, yes,
Oh
yes.
my God, I went to the first Keller High School.
Really?
I graduated in 85.
Wow.
The very first Keller High School.
That's cool.
So, did you also go to Keller as well?
No, we go to Central High School, but we're in Keller ISD.
Yeah.
You're actually high school students, right?
Yes, we're both 17.
Well,
Yeah.
the short film festival is my favorite category.
Really?
We didn't have that in Illinois. Of course, I'm 57 now, and I'm still in But I just want to say thank you for being so bold and your voice out there.
Well, it's great that we have people that are getting our voices out there, you know. I'm fantastic that we have an opportunity like this, you know, like DIFF and, you know, all the press crews here. It's just, yeah, it's great.
Tell us about the project.
About the project, like making it?
The name of it.
Oh, the name of it.
Tell us about the plot.
The plot. Okay. So it's about this detective who is called in on a murder. A man is killed. He is dead, and then he comes in and he has to investigate. But the people surrounding are there's some wacky characters. There's some odd people. So he has to kind of maneuver around that and figure out what really happened that night.
As he says in the movie, denim narcissist.
Yeah. There's some wacky characters.
Okay. Well, great. Would you mind just looking into the camera and saying Dallas International Short Film Festival for us?
Dallas International Shorts Film Festival.
Great. Thank you so much. And we can get an interview later one-on-one.
Oh, cool.
Okay. We'll try to be planted somewhere.
Crystal and her mother, and I got to know her and was fascinated with their story, especially at that point in time when there was a lot of anti-transgender, political debate going on, and I mean, I knew a lot of transgender adults, but I had never met a transgender child before. And when I met Crystal, I immediately fell in love with her. She was so vibrant and just like, I mean, just a regular little girl. You know, she loves video games, she loves squishmallows, she loves dance, she loves, you would never know that she was, she's a girl. She's a girl. And so I fell in love with her and her mother and her whole family, just beautiful family. And I felt led to tell their story, help them tell their story. And so we started last year when we had the writer's strike. I'm a professional screenwriter and director. Last year when we had the dual strike, then I had a little time on my hands, so I said, let's make this documentary. I'm very proud of this film. I'm just so proud of Crystal and her bravery, and her parents' bravery for letting us tell her story in this unfortunately very heated political climate. It could be dangerous for her in some ways, so we've been very sensitive to that. But they're just a very brave family that's going through unfortunately had to go through a lot due to the anti-transgender laws that have been passed here in the state of Texas.
My son is also LGBTQI.
Excellent.
And I've met a lot of his friends
made 5 features.
Oh, really?
So I'm a professional filmmaker. I make movies. I've directed 5 feature films, made some commercials. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Always happens when you get in front of the camera, your nose itches, right? Oh, this isn't live. It's just live. There you go. You can edit that out. I live in Houston. But I split my time between Houston and LA. So, but more time in Houston these days. I mean, with COVID and the writers' strike and everything, it just didn't make sense for me to have my place out in LA anymore. So, but I still go back and forth. But my primary residence is in Houston. Yeah.
I'd like to get to know you more.
Yeah, likewise.
Yes. Thank you so much for being in the
Of course. I mean, as I was saying, it was so important to me because the story is very much a Texas story, but it's not just a story that impacts Texas. This story could impact many other states that are also considering these anti-transgender laws that are literally, the state of Texas is literally bullying this family, and all the families of transgender children. And, how do you protect your child from the state? All this is a family who are trying to protect their child. So for me, it was really important that the premiere of this film was in Texas, and DIFF gave us that opportunity. So I'm very grateful to DIFF for giving us this platform to be able to show this film and tell Crystal's beautiful story.
A couple of years ago, my son was actually allowed to go as transgender, and this year they would not allow it.
At school? At school?
Yeah.
It's really heartbreaking because, if you look at the statistics, transgender minors have they say that 50% of transgender minors have suicidal ideations at some point in their life. And this medical care that they're getting, the gender-affirming medical care has been proven statistically to save lives. It saves their lives. And the state of Texas has made it illegal for this life-saving medical care to be given to transgender minors out of fear, mongering, political agendas, all of that, basically for them to retain their own power. Because it's certainly not for these families, and it's not for the families in this state. It's for their own political gain, and they're bullying this family for their own political gain, and it's just it's a travesty, an absolute travesty. So I feel like hopefully we can use this film to open some hearts and minds here in the state of Texas of voters, so that they could say, you know what, I don't agree with this. I'm not going to vote for that person who voted to make this law, who voted for this law again, and maybe we can get some of those guys out of there and get some people in there who actually have compassion and empathy to legislate and to give us, help protect these kids, because the state of Texas should be protecting these kids, not bullying them.
Yeah. I'm an advocate. I do a podcast sharing voices of others that don't have a voice, don't know how to share their voice yet.
That's great.
So I would love to have you on my podcast.
I would love to be on your podcast.
Yes. If you wouldn't mind, into the camera, say your name.
Sure.
Give the name of your company.
Yes.
And if you're short.
Sure. Oh, sorry. Did I miss that part earlier? So, my name is Michelle Moore. I'm a filmmaker from Houston, Texas, and my short film is Crystal's Story of a Girl from Texas. Thank you.
Welcome, Joshua and David.
Thank you.
I'm Amy, and this is Carla. We're from Tarrant County.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, why don't you tell us your names and the shorts that you created, and maybe about what motivated you to create this kind of short?
Sure.
All right. My name is Joshua Slate. I'm the creator of House of Hobbies.
David Frost, and I helped him out to create House of Hobbies.
So why don't you tell us about your project?
Why did you do it?
So originally I had a school project and I had to make a presentation about my different hobbies, and that was just too boring for me. I had to do something a little bit more. I was in my room making a balloon animal, and I drew a face on it, and it was so creepy. I mean, just right out of my nightmare. And I was like, you know what, that's what I need to do. do. I need to make a horror film. So I made a horror film about all my different hobbies that I have, and that's where all my inspiration came from.
That's great.
Yeah.
You can get the film out of anything.
You can.
Yeah.
So, are you a high schooler right now?
No. I was 12 years old when I made the movie last year. I'm 13 right now.
Have you had any kind of film experience?
My dad did a little bit of filmmaking and film scoring before. I was in a couple of commercials, and that's about it.
It's been fascinating.
Yeah.
So, tell me about your participation.
So I own a production company, and it was really neat to work on this because Joshua got a chance to explore creatively what he wanted to do with the shots. He got to plan the shots and put the camera where he wanted it, but he didn't have to worry about the other stuff of running the camera, focus, lighting, if it was exactly right. I did make him set the lighting. I did make him set the camera settings for the most part, but I kind of made sure that it happened and he had the gear he needed to do what he was trying to do. And so, really the floor was his, and it was really neat to see how he told the story, because I would have told it completely differently. But his vision was unique, it was fresh, it was his own, it was creative, and he had the opportunity to do it, and he excelled and knocked it out of the park. So, that's what really I facilitated his ability to do it, but it was his creative vision and energy that drove the project. So,
is this the type of thing that you do regularly in your production?
I do a lot more commercials, but I do little skits. I do some music videos. So I do a mix of things. I actually started in filmmaking, but filmmaking and family don't really blend too well. So I pulled back from that a little bit, but I'm actually just now starting to get back into that scene. So
Where are y'all located?
So my production studio's in Frisco, and then we're in McKinney. And I'm actually looking at building another studio in Richardson with another company, possibly.
So what is the name of your company?
Frost Project's the name of my company.
Great, great. And of course, are you looking into aspirations of hiring film?
I think I'm gonna do a lot more in film, whether that be like commercials or movies or whatever. I want to just explore it all.
Well, tell them what you were doing. 3 or 4 weeks ago, you were filming again.
Oh yeah, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was helping my dad out in Hawaii, and we were filming surfers for a new brand called Castaway that's coming out. It's epic.
So, but he got to run camera on the set, which was a big deal. It's a pretty high budget set, but I knew he could do it, so I just put him in the spot and gave him the chance. And he had a long lens, and he was tracking the surfers, and had to fix the focus, and
it was great.
He had the client sitting right over his shoulder, making sure he was doing it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's very empowering to people who are thinking about it. You have a passion and a heart.
I mean,
Look at this and say, wow.
if you have a dream and passion, you should go forward, try to pursue it. That's how you live a happy life.
Yeah, well, you had fun doing it. That's the key, right?
Yeah, you want to have fun. You don't want it to be like overly serious and all stressed out. You should have fun with it.
Someday you'll be a great mentor.
Hopefully, yeah.
We're so glad to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. There you go.
How's it going?
Good, good.
Houston Tag.
This is Amy. This is Carlos.
Amy and Carlos.
Nice to meet you guys.
Perfect. Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Great. So, why don't don't you give us your name, look into the camera, tell us the name of your project, and then maybe what your aspirations are, with the project.
Okay, my name is Ade Dina. I am the writer director of the movie Set. And this is a proof of concept film that we're currently just finished the feature script. So hopefully we could get this film obviously into in front of some more eyes, and hopefully get the script into some more hands. Hopefully it's made one day. What's your name?
What's my name? Hi, my name is Pedro Rocha. I am the producer for Set. Me and Ade have been working together for a couple of years now, and this is kind of what all of this has culminated to, and we're very happy with the way this project turned out. And hopefully we get to make a feature film out of this someday, which is in the works. We're trying to connect with the right people. But yeah.
Is this your first short film project?
This is not even our first short film. I probably think I'm like 8 actually, but this is our second time working together. Yeah, this is my second. Yeah.
Are you from Dallas?
So I'm from Houston, Texas. Not too much. I'm from Houston, Texas, but I went to school at UNT, so I moved up here. And around graduation time, I just saw people like Pedro, people that I was graduating with, are really, really super talented. And then away from UNT, there's a lot of opportunities here, just a lot of talented people. So I decided to stay, see what we can do. Yeah.
So, your job as a producer, how did you get into the business, and how did y'all meet?
Well, we met through a mutual friend back in college. I actually first AD'd one of his first short films. But then after that, I started PAing after college. Eventually worked my way up, production coordinator, manager, producer. Ade reached out to me, showed me a script for a very, very beautiful film that's dear to my heart called Backseat Boys. And that was our first time working together. If y'all have a chance, whoever sees this, check it out. It's on YouTube. But it's a cute little project, and check out Set when it comes out, probably next month or so.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So before we end, just give us 3 seconds at the end before you walk off, okay?
3 seconds?
Before you stop and you walk off, just give us 3 seconds before walking off, so we have editing.
Okay, gotcha.
But right now, would you mind just looking into the camera again and saying the Dallas Short Film Festival and the name of your project?
Can I say DIFF2024?
Yeah.
Can we say Set at DIFF2024? All right. Are you ready? 3, 2. All right. Set at Diff Shorts. We have to hold it. All right. 3, 2, 1. Set at Diff Shorts.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Carl. Great to meet you.
Jamie, Carl.
Entering into the Dallas Short Film Festival.
We're so honored to be here.
Oh my gosh, he was so happy to be here. Yeah.
So why don't you first, when we begin, why don't you say your names, the name of your project, and a little bit about the project by looking into the camera.
Sure.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Laura Coover. I acted in and co-produced As Easy as Closing Your Eyes.
And I'm Aaron Golden. I'm one of the co-writers and producers of As Easy as Closing Your Eyes. And our film is a sci-fi drama about a grieving mother who fights an addiction to a black market drug that gives her dreams about the son she lost. So it's a rollicking comedy. No, it's...
Great. So what is your aspirations for the short?
Yeah, so it's twofold. The short in and of itself is a project that we are taking all over the country and internationally on festival circuits and trying to share it as far and wide as we can. And then we also have a feature film that's set in the same world as As Easy as Closing Your Eyes, and that's the big project to tackle after this. This was, in some ways a stepping stone, but in other ways we're happy with this as it's a complete project.
Where are y'all from?
I'm originally from Chicago. Aaron is originally from Toronto.
Near Toronto, London,
Near
Ontario.
Toronto.
Yeah.
And we went to U of I together. That's how we met, University of Illinois. And then we've both been in LA for probably at least 12 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And kind of ran into each other every once in a while, but hadn't really been in close contact until we started working on this together, and I was brought on to act in it. So, yeah.
Well, I love sci-fi, of course, and anything that's outside of that
special about this short, reading the script, the second I read it, I kind of had a very strong instinct about it and kind of knew exactly how to tell the story. It came very naturally, and that really rarely happens for me as an actor, where I read something and immediately just understand it and feel like it will be easy. So in that regard, there wasn't a lot of muscling or research or anything like that. There's just the way it was written. It's very evocative, it's very honest and simple, and it just gets to the truth of it. So I found in that way it was more about kind of opening myself up to it and getting out of the way and just letting the story come through. And it's honest, and I feel like I learned so much. It was a great lesson to me that the truth is always right there. You don't have to grind to get to it. You just have to allow it. So that was my experience as an actor on it.
I was previously an actor student that
really,
but not a lot.
Yeah.
And able to really feel immediately that's great. You've got to do this project.
Yeah.
I'm also a writer.
Oh, nice.
I've been working in the film industry, but I stepped away many years ago. But now at 57, I stepped back in because it was my passion.
Awesome.
It's never too late to make movies. Absolutely. And Laura is spectacular in our film. I might be biased, but she's unbelievable.
Thank you. Aw, thank you.
Would you mind? Do you have a production company name?
Yeah, so this film was produced by Paper Horse Pictures. Our director, Parker Croft, and his wife, Elisa Croft, own Paper Horse Pictures, and they're amazing, and I've worked closely with them for years. My young production company is called London Blue Productions, so that's, we're, getting it going, but Paper Horse was the main one, and it was great to work with them. Yeah, likewise. Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thrilled to be here.
Should we pass it or hold it here?
Anyway, start with the left.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Alexia Barroso, and I'm the cinematographer, and it's called Ease.
I am Lou Lemonowski. I was the art director, and I was also on the Ease.
My name is Maya Winkler. I'm the writer-director of the Ease.
Tell us about the Ease. Tell us about it.
Yeah. The Ease is a short about a pop girl group called The Ease, and there's a shooting at their concert, and the short really takes place in their hotel room after the incident, and we follow them as they deal with the tragedy, but really our short is about how far someone will go for fame and likes on social media. Yeah.
Is there a trauma aspect or?
A little bit. You don't see any guns in our film, but you hear them. But again, our film's 11 minutes long, and I think the first 30 seconds have anything to do with guns, and the rest is really about the female psyche. And again, these women who've grown up in a generation of social media and being obsessed with getting fame and fortune online.
Great subject.
Thank you.
I was going to ask, as an art director, what kind of special techniques or effects did you use for the short?
I think for this, because the entire short takes place in one location, which is their hotel room, and you see that over the course of hours, you see these girls kind of go through several stages of grief just with the situation and also the relationships they have with one another in that very short period of time. So what was important, I think, for this is, we didn't really have an art team. It was me, and then it was we're very bare bones group. So I think part of what really gives the depth in that aspect for this film is having a very lived-in, very kind of inhabited space with a lot of tension. So it was very much encouraged when we were changing scenes over to have people interact with the space and get into it, make it a mess, and kind of really make it feel like people were there. And not anything too perfect or stale, but something that felt lived in and could attribute to the intensity that we wanted to have. So, yeah.
I'm interested in knowing from a cinematographer's point of view,
handy. And I have definitely been lifting weights to carry my camera. I love to operate. And it won't stop me from anything. If anything, there's just a lot of problem solving involved, which I love to do. So honestly, it's like there's some equipment obviously that could be essential and help me with maybe higher shots, but I could also use Apple boxes. So, you know, it's not just, my height won't really stop me from getting anything that we need to get done.
Is this y'all's first project together?
Yes, it is.
Where are y'all from?
New York. New York. Yeah, New York. Yeah.
Do you have aspirations for this to be a an audience?
Totally, yeah. We have, I have the feature written, locked and loaded for whoever wants to hear the pitch. But in the meantime, we're working on a proof of concept short together, and we've shot a music video together, the three of us, and I think we're at this stage in our career where we're doing everything and anything. But yeah, feature version of the Ease is totally in our future.
Yeah, maybe we can get to know each other a little more.
Yeah.
We have to be set somewhere.
Sure.
So we can do one-on-one.
That'd be great.
I'm actually returned back to the film industry in school at 57.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
He's a professional.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to chat. Definitely.
Cool. So thank you very much. One more time, why don't you give us the name of your project?
Sure.
And then give us 3 seconds to step on. Okay?
Sure. The Ease. Are we doing it together? Can we do it again?
Together.
Okay.
At the Dallas International.
Can we say the Ease at Diff Shorts?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, ready?
1, 2, 3.
The Ease at Diff Shorts.
Okay, great.
Program out there. So Chad, what is the name of your project? What inspired you to make it? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, my project is Catacombs. It's a short horror thriller. It takes place inside of a prison over one night. And I wrote and directed and produced and edited and did all the things.
Do you have aspirations for it to be
I am. I'm working on writing the feature version right now. So hopefully sooner rather than later that'll be finished.
So where are you from?
So I'm originally from South Carolina. I was born and raised in Charleston, but I moved to Knoxville, Knoxville, Tennessee in my 20s, and that's where I live now.
How is film production out there?
It's actually really busy. Not a lot of people know, but we're one of the TV capitals. So I direct true crime television full time. Been doing that for about 10 years. But a lot of the Discovery brands like HGTV and Food Network were actually founded in Knoxville as well. So.
Do you have your own production company then?
I don't. I'm just a freelance director for hire.
That's empowering. So attending short film festivals is very important.
Yeah.
And then having the opportunity to turn it into a feature film. Have you thought about what it would take to like? Have you ever thought about mentoring others? You mentor others in the film industry? I'm kind of
Sure. Yeah, I would love to. It's one of those things I wish that I had when I was coming up, because mine was just YouTube and a dream. So I'm proud to be where I am. But yeah, mentoring filmmakers and giving them an opportunity to learn and be on real sets, I think is just really important, and something that I try to do as much as possible within my own community. And yeah, I mean, I welcome anyone to reach out to me on social media if I can ever help.
I'm kind of in that boat where I've been in the industry.
Sure.
I'm getting mentoring. The next step.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here in Dallas.
Yes, ma'am.
And sharing your talent.
Well, thank you. Yeah, DIFF has been an incredible experience, and it's I played at a lot of festivals this year, and this has just been so special. They really know how to treat us right, and I hope to bring many films to Dallas in the future.
Well, it's great meeting you. Maybe we can talk about
Absolutely.
Thank you. Say your name again.
Sure. Yeah, I'm Chad Cunningham, and I'm the writer and director of Catacombs, and I'm really excited to be here at Diff Shorts.
Great.
Thank you.
I find him fidgeting, so I'm like behind you.
No, it's good to fidget.
Is there?
Okay.
Hi. If you'll start off by saying your name, saying the name of your project, and telling us a little bit about the project.
Okay. Well, we're with the Project Blender short film, and I'm Sarah Adams.
And I'm Maggie Reith Austin.
So tell us about Blender.
So Blender is a moment in time, 1991, two PTA moms talking about their grievances with the PTA president, making a smoothie, and they may or may not have blended the PTA president up in said smoothie in a murder. I don't know, murder, accident, something.
It's a dark comedy. Actually, we wrote the feature script, and we're currently in pre-production with it right now in development. So yes, and that's fun part of this journey when we produced this in 2022, how it's evolved from a 5-minute short to then a fictional true crime podcast to now a feature film.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really important to show those dynamics and changes.
Absolutely.
Especially for film studios.
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you for entering your short into the Dallas, to the DIFF short. And tell me a little bit about where y'all come from and how y'all met.
We're DFW babies, so we live here. We're local, so being a part of Diff Shorts is like
been amazing.
We're so excited.
I'm in Denton. That's where I reside. In Denton and Maggie's in Dallas proper.
Okay.
We met over 13 years ago at Dallas Comedy House as improvisers, and from there we wrote a lot of sketches, did a lot of shorts. This is our 6th short film we've written, produced, and acted in together in our first feature.
That's great. is Carlos.
Nice to meet y'all. I'm Jan. Jan Jelinek. Nice to meet you.
Great. Why don't you, to get started, just look straight into the camera to give us your full name, the name of your project, and then tell us a little bit about your project.
All right. Well, my name is Jan Jelinek, and I wrote and directed a film called A Shattering. And it's about a long-time marriage that actually kind of shatters. A couple who seem like they're doing very well, but we start to see the little cracks in their marriage, and then an unexpected email comes about their daughter, and they disagree, and then they start to fight, and then everything in their marriage just comes boiling out. All the little cracks and the betrayals and the hurt.
Wow, sounds very interesting. So, how did you come up with the why of the short?
You mean why I wrote it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit of a dramatization of true events. I'll be honest.
Okay.
And we draw from life, and I mean, it's a dramatization. So if you see the film, it's not exactly how things transpire.
Do you aspire for it to become a feature film?
I do expect this to be a feature film as well, and then I have another feature film that I'm going to make first, though, that I wrote, called The Happy Family.
So you've been doing this a while?
A little while. I was a playwright for a long time, and then I started adapting my plays into films, and I fell in love with filmmaking.
Are you from Texas?
I am not. Okay. I live in New York, but I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, as far as the plot, I hope it ends on a good note. You're short.
We don't know what's going to happen to this couple, which I don't think is a bad thing, because we never know what's going to happen in our lives. We just have to take things as they go.
Exactly. I'm a writer as well.
Yes.
When you actually started writing plays, did you find a lot of success in that?